What's up, everybody? My name's Chico. This is gonna be a brand new YouTube channel starting today. Um, I've been on YouTube for a while, actually. Changed the name over and over and over again. I've already got some videos up, but they're only for gaming at the moment. Um, I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit about me, I guess. Um, a little bit of my life story. So, I grew up in Atlanta. I was in Georgia for a while when I was around the age of 5. Um, didn't really have the best place to live. I started off in apartments and stuff like that. Um, we used to have, I say we used to have a lot of pets, to be real. We had plenty of dogs. But one time we had a cat, you feel me? I got two sisters. I think I have one sister that's a long lost sister. I haven't really got the chance to meet her before. And I got one little brother. He's like my half brother. Um, but back to the pet part. Back when I was living at my old apartment, you feel me? I had a dog, and the dog was named Sasha. It was a female dog, obviously. Um, to be honest, I guess I was too young to know how long ago that was and what happened to that dog. I just remember that this was around when I was really young, and this was around the time where High School Musical was first coming out. Like it was that long ago. But we used to live in an apartment or whatever. I had the same room with my sister. It was like a two-bed thing. So like my bed would be in one corner of the room and hers would be on the opposite corner. And then there'll just be like this space in between our beds or whatever. But I used to have my little nightmares at night or whatever and be scared to wake up sometimes because I knew the second I opened my eyes there was gonna be this thing in front of me for me. And this thing I'm talking about is like I don't know if it's weird or if you guys think it's weird, but um I was I was and still am afraid of dolls to this day. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know if I am still to this day, but when I was young I was. So my older sister would have this Beauty and the Beast doll in front of, like, on top of some kind of big dresser or whatever. Like we were tiny, we were kids, you feel me? So um everything seemed like it was giant to us. So that drawer was enormous. And she just liked to put her doll at the top of it in front of both of our beds. So if I did open my eyes or whatever and I couldn't sleep or whatever, and I looked in front of me, the doll would just be staring dead at me, and I would just be scared. I would put the covers over my face, just you feel me, just be peeking, and I couldn't do it, but I had to live with it because I had to share my room with my sister or whatever. Um, and then further on or whatever, uh, my mom and my dad separated or whatever. It's nothing too serious or whatever. Guess we got over that. Um, Started living our life or whatever. Um, then later on, we got into this other apartment where I met these two girls. Sadly, I don't remember their names, but um, I got along with these girls a lot, me and my older sister. And the only reason why I knew these girls was because of my older sister. She was good at finding friends. Me, I didn't really know people in the neighborhood like that. I was the quiet kid. Um, Now I'm not, quiet or whatever, but I was back then. Um, so she introduced me to these two girls. One of the girls was, I think maybe a year older than me or a few months older than me, and then her older sister was my sister's age. And we started to hang out with these girls almost all the time. We go outside, play, do whatever. And then later on, like further on, living, as neighbors with these girls or whatever. One day, my sister, my older sister had, planned this prank out or whatever. This prank with them that was supposed to be done on me, which sucked, but I had to, go through that. Um, so the prank was to get the younger sister to kiss me, right? I had no idea what was going on, obviously. They was doing this kind of, I don't know, this kind of throne thing or whatever. So they put us both on, like they got some cardboard. I don't know where they got cardboard. I guess it was from a big box or something. But we were light, you feel me? So they grabbed cardboard or whatever, and I guess stacked up more just to make it better. And it was just a square. It was just a square thing of cardboard. And they put both me and her on top of it, and they started carrying us around. We side by side, sitting down on this cardboard thing or whatever. But it wasn't, as sturdy as they wanted it to be, or maybe they planned it to be like that. You feel me? So it was like it was bending, like how a cowboy hat bends. It's like this. You feel me? So we were. It was like that, and we were both sitting on top of it or whatever. But they were walking with us on top of it, right? And then at one point, um, since it was like bent like that, they had tossed each other aside. You feel me? And it bumped us against each other, and then we accidentally butted heads. And while butting heads, we kissed in that way, which was weird and unexpected, but it happened. But I was a kid. I ain't know how relationships went, and to be honest, I didn't like her like that. You feel me? So we didn't go far into that. And then after that day, I don't even remember. I don't remember. I don't know if it did happen or not, but I don't remember talking to those girls after that day. Like everything was a blur to me after that. It was just, you know, us moving out. And I don't know how long it was ago after that day that we moved out, but I don't remember anything after that point, to be honest. And, so we moved out, right? Um, and after that, we moved into Nashville. We've been into Nashville for like a long time, you feel me? From elementary school to middle school to high school, or at least half of high school. But we moved to this new house. I can't name the address because maybe the new owners wouldn't like that. But we moved to Nashville. We was on um we was living on Hospital Lane, right? I'm not gonna name the house, but we were living on Hospital Lane for a long time. Started elementary school there, and I had a lot of friends in elementary school. Even though I was quiet, there was people that still, hung out with me or whatever. And um, a lot of that changed or whatever. A lot of people change. Me, I changed a little bit. You feel me? My heart is still the same. My mindset is still the same. But what I'm saying is people change. Like their whole, mindset changes. The way I changed, I went from being quiet to the person that likes to be. I like to be the joker. I like to be funny, and I like to be the kind-hearted person because that's who I am. But I gained a lot of friends. A lot of them, well, some of them are still my friends up to this day. And some of them I still know to this day. And one of them is just, not in the place that he should be at this moment. Like, he should be there, but he shouldn't have put himself in that kind of lifestyle, you feel me? But I'm not going to get too far into that. Um, but elementary school or whatever, uh, I had, a good amount of friends. I was in school and, doing my thing. And at one point, there was a talent show or whatever. And I obviously wanted to join it. Um, and when I joined it, um, I wanted to do this rap or whatever. And at that time, my mom was with my little sister's dad. And I was trying to be a rapper, and I knew that he was one at that time. He wasn't, a famous rapper. He wasn't famous at all, but he was trying to do his thing. And so I tried to start rapping or whatever. And we had to come up with a name. So I guess he came up with a name for me because I didn't know how to do that, So we came up with the name Cheekster. And what's funny is Cheekster is a name I came up with. Well, I didn't come up with it, but a name that I still use to this day when I'm playing my video games. Like that's the name I came up with when I was on PlayStation when I had to figure out an online name or whatever. And I still rock with PlayStation, every day. That's the thing I gotta do. You feel me? But I was 12 when I made my PlayStation account, and all I could think of was that. I couldn't think of any other name, so I put that as my online name. Uh, but back to where I was at. Where was I? Oh, yeah, okay, I remember. Okay, so I had to come up with a rap or whatever, and we were writing, like, for this one night, we were writing, and it took me a whole night to remember everything. I mean, everything. I thought it would take longer, but it took one night right before I had to do the performance or whatever. And I did it, right? I was surprised I did it because I was on stage. It was my first time being on stage, being in front of everybody. And I did my performance, and I was like trying to be the hype man. I was trying to make everybody hype while I was on stage, waving my hand and waving my head and using my voice aggressively to rap or whatever. But I was a kid, so aggressive didn't sound so aggressive, but it was kind of funny. But everybody messed with it. You feel me? Everybody loved it, and it was great. Everybody started to remember who I was. A lot of people I didn't know started to always say whatever. Oh, thank you. And that was my big sister, by the way. But everybody started to remember who I was, and everybody started to hang out with me a lot more often. Even though I was still quiet, you feel me? But I was around a lot more people that I didn't know, and I started becoming friends with a lot of different people, and they started to bring out the best in me. You feel me? Started to go outside more, go to my friends' houses more. We was kids, so I'd say sleepovers and hangouts and shit like that. So it was crazy, but it was something. It was other than staying home all the time playing my video games, which I still love to this day. But I gotta figure out some more stuff to do. I'm hoping YouTube will help me out with that. Hoping you guys will help me out with that. Um, but back into the life story for me. It came to a point where I was in school. After that day, it was just more years into elementary school. I was getting bigger, obviously, and I gained a lot more friends. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot of the same stuff right now, but it's just it's true. Um, it okay, I'm just skip. So we came to middle school, right? This middle school was like literally like around the block from my elementary school. Um, the elementary school was Bordeaux Elementary School, right? This is in Nashville, Bordeaux Elementary. After I went from Bordeaux Elementary, I got into middle school. Middle school was Isaiah T. Creswell. We just call it IT Creswell. Um, and this is an arts magnet school, right? The only reason why I guess, I don't know, maybe the only reason I got into this school was either because it was like right around the block from my elementary school, or it was because of my ability to, be creative and for everybody knowing me as a rapper, which I was told, when I was accepted into the school or whatever. So, um, when I went to school, half of my friends were still going there, and they introduced me to other people that I didn't know because we started up middle school and stuff. They have their different friends, I have my different friends, and we all introduced each other. You feel me? And everybody was cool. Everybody was homies and stuff. Um, so I went into that school. I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of homegirls, uh like girlfriends, like not literally girlfriends, but like girls as friends and stuff. There was a lot of them, and a lot of the time I was kind of there. I don't know, like they see me as this different person. Like they'll see me as the person that they'll call upon for help and stuff, for relationships and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, why not just choose me? Because I'm the kind-hearted person. I'm the one that's always around. I'm the one that's always helping out. I'm always the one that's trying to be around you. But you're always picking this other person. And it wasn't just one person that I was doing that for. It was more people, because I was friends with a lot of girls. But you know nothing. It's whatever. You feel me? Um, Other than that, all my homies that went to the school, everybody was so cool. We always had fun in class. It was always, pranks going on, fun happening. I wish I could have recorded it, but I was young. I didn't know how YouTube worked and stuff. I just watched it. Um, and a lot of people I know to this day like to get on YouTube just to watch music videos, or watch videos of people's life and stuff like that. And that's what I'm doing today, but I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me. But that's what I see them watching for. And when I get on YouTube, normally I'm watching it for something for video games, figure out how to play a video game, or or to figure out how to start up a new video game, or just to watch somebody play a video game. It was just video games for me. And sometimes I come on for watching a music video or something for music, because I like to see the music videos, and I feel like if you see the story of a video for a music video, then it changes your perspective. It makes you see it better, and it keeps how the song sounds to feeling the music. Like if you can't feel the music in your soul, I don't know what music mean to you, to be for real. Because if it don't touch your soul, I don't even see the point of listening to it, period. Back to my story or whatever. Middle school was tough. Like, it was tough. Like, if I had to think about my favorite subject and my worst subject will always be math. Cause it almost kept me in middle school. I almost didn't pass middle school, and I almost. Well, I'm gonna get to that, but math was hard. Trust and believe it was hard. Every other subject like science and social studies was alright, and I had a certain teacher I hated. Like just about like everybody has one teacher they hate the most or something like that, and then they got their teachers that they love. And I loved a lot of my teachers. It was cool. Some of my teachers had catchphrases and stuff. And I still remember some of the catchphrases to this day. Yeah, I do. Um, and then you meet these friends. I met this one dude when I had to switch classes or whatever. I had to get new classes, and it's a new year of school or whatever. And this dude, I guess we like almost damn near like damn near like when I met him, he had I don't even remember what his hairstyle was, but dude was cool. You feel me? We thought alike. We were both jokesters or whatever, but we were both quiet at the time. We was just trying to do our work or whatever, and stay in our lane and make class fun. We can't whenever we could, but I didn't say this. Back when I was in when I was talking about me being in elementary school and middle school and stuff. I used to be in sports. You feel me? I used to play football, baseball, and stuff like that. But I had a heart condition. I still have it. I have an enlarged heart, and my vision. I'm legally blind. Obviously, you can see from my glasses or whatever. But people used to pick on me. Um, about, oh, Chico, your eyes are too big, and Chico, uh, why you run funny and stuff. The reason why I run funny is because um, I'm bow legged. You feel me? And what is it? Um, I'm bow legged, and the fact that my mom, she had, problems with her legs or whatever, and I grew up with it, I guess. So I guess it made my run weird, but when I'm running, I feel like I'm running like everybody else. I'm just running, but it's whatever. But people used to pick on me most about my glasses and my eyes or whatever, and they talk about, oh, Chico, your eyes are too big and stuff like that. So I gotta sit there and be like, bruh, my eyes are not big, you feel me? And I had to sit there and take off my glasses. And as you can see, look, my eyes look big in here, right? I could just widen my eyes and they'll look big. But if I take them off, they'll be like, no, Chico, why do you wear your glasses all the time? You look good without your glasses. I'm like, because I'm blind, obviously. But, you feel me, my eyes are not big. Shoot, I don't know how else to talk about that, but I try to explain that, and people start to look at me differently when I take off my glasses. I'm like, bro, why y'all can't, look at me the same with my glasses on? Uh, why I gotta take off my glasses for y'all to be, real about me or whatever. But people used to pick on me. That's my point. But middle school it happened or whatever, and I met this dude named Corey, which is my best friend to this day / my brother. That's my dude. You feel me? But we act alike. He had glasses. I had glasses. We both were jokesters. We both had the same mindset or whatever. We were both kind-hearted people. Um, it's just he was able to play sports and I wasn't. You feel me? Anymore. You feel me? But that's how that was. Um, but before I met him, back when I was, still in elementary school, I had, this homie named Montori. That was my dude. You feel me? Like throughout my whole childhood, that was my dude. We hung out damn near every day, going outside. I had to go over his house and we played I don't know. We'll play like it wasn't really his house. We were going over to his I think it was his auntie or his grandma. We was always over there because he was always visiting them. So I'd go over there and I'd hang out with him, and he'd always have this what's it called? This Nintendo Game Boy or GameCube or whatever it was called, and we play that all the time. You feel me? And then sometimes he'll have his Wii over there, and we'll play his Wii. Like I used to not have a game system, but I always loved to play video games. I like that was always in my heart to play video games because I used to watch my dad play almost every night, and he will never let me play. Like he'll just be playing and tell me I gotta watch every time. And I understand that now because when I'm playing, I get so far into it to the point where if somebody else is in my house, I don't want to watch them play because I know, like, I don't know. I guess I'm selfish. I don't want to watch them play because I know that they're not keeping me entertained because they like to do a lot of random bullshit when they playing their video games. They be slacking or whatever, and I know they're not better than me, which is I know that's bad to say, but my family, nah. Mm-mm. But I can't be like that around other people, you feel me? Because other people, there's some people in this world, there's a lot of people in this world that's better than me. And I enjoy to watch them play, but watch my family play is so boring, I swear. But that's just that. And Montori, I still talk to him sometimes on Snapchat or whatever. We don't get to hang out that much now because we damn near grown now. I'm 19. I think he 19 or he 18. I don't remember. I don't remember the age or whatever. But we damn near like that nigga's that's my dude. You feel me? We still talk to this day. But other than that, back to the middle school thing. There was a lot of people that I knew that I still hang out with to this day. Middle school was crazy. I used to be in drama class. I met this dude named William. This dude, man, he is good at acting. Trust and believe that man is good at acting. He got far into it. I was only into drama for 1 year. 1 year. And I loved it. Trust me. I loved it. It was an easy class, an easy A class. But I couldn't stay in it, I guess. And then I was in chorus. And I was in chorus for my whole entire middle school year, you feel me? My whole rest of the time in middle school, like I was in chorus for 3 years, you feel me? After drama. And then all right, let me go ahead and skip to my high school story or whatever. So I went into high school and I went to high school with, my best friend, my nigga Corey or whatever. And the first 2 years of high school was cool, you feel me? Like, we were damn near in almost every class together. Hung out. I had a nice math system to keep me going, you feel me? First year of high school, in math class, it was like, oh, you don't gotta do nothing but, make sure you have notes every single day in math class just to make sure you pass. If you have damn near every day of the notes, you'll pass automatically. I said, bet. You feel me? Bet. I'm gonna write everything down, which I normally do. I still have a problem with math or whatever, but I write everything all the time anyway. So I knew that was not gonna be a problem. So I did that. And I passed math or whatever, for my first year of high school or whatever. And then second year of high school, uh, a lot of my friends that were in middle school and elementary school with me weren't there anymore. And some of them were there, but they were different. Like I said, people change. You feel me? One friend that I knew, he changed a lot. Like I used to hang out with dude almost damn near every day, hang out with him and go across the street from his house and jump on the trampoline or whatever. But we used to go to church a lot. You feel me? Like almost all the time we go to church, his church, and I'd just be hanging out. Now, um, he got into being in the gangs and stuff, or claiming that he was in the gang and stuff, saying he's a blood now or whatever. And so I didn't hang out with him anymore because he's a troublemaker now. Like, he not in the place he should be now. And then I had my other friend, and he's so called gang banging too, but we all still kind of hearted to each other. You feel me? Nobody shuts anybody down. Everybody still talks to each other. It's just, they claim what they claim, and I just stay in my lane. You feel me? And be try to be a better person, which in my opinion I am.